What's going on, fam? We back with another video, man. Y'all see the title, y'all see what's on the screen. We got 1090. Shout out to him. So y'all remember when we did that video on Boosie allegedly cracking the security dude or promoter or whatever, security guard like that, across the head up behind his niece with the hookah? Yeah, like I was saying in that last video, I'd be surprised if the feds don't pick it up. He's on federal supervision for 3 years. Bro. So as y'all see in the title, bro, yeah. He finna get smoked, bro. It's over with, bro. All you had to do is stay out of trouble for 3 years, bro. Man, I don't, man, this is crazy. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, man. Happy Friday. Then again, hope y'all had a blessed week. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate if y'all subscribe. When y'all do subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all get the videos when they drop. Other than that, man, let's hop into it.
We all know Boosie is facing up to 20 years in Texas State Prison for assault
I ain't
with a
even know
deadly
that.
hookah, right?
See, I ain't been even keeping up with it. I didn't know that, but that's even crazier. But now the feds want you, bro.
But now the feds have stepped in because Boosie is on a federal supervised release, which is like a federal probation.
Right.
And because he caught this new charge in Texas, the feds are like, no, he's not going to Texas prison. We want him in the Fed.
Yeah, like he literally, bro, this happened. This hookah situation happened not even a few months after he just got over this little hump with the gun case situation with the feds, bro.
So, you want to make like hundreds of dollars like from your phone for free? There's a bunch of new games you get paid to play on free cash where you can make a quick 10. Is genuinely what I'm talking about. Let me just give you the quick recap.
Boosie is facing up to 20 years for aggravated assault with a deadly hookah, and his lawyer just said on TV that he did it.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. We believe he was defending another person.
So the lawyer isn't denying.
Yeah, you saying we believe he's defending another person is you indicating that he did do it. So yeah,
That he did it. He's admitting he did it, and he's trying to justify it by saying it was self-defense. According to the arrest report, Boosie's niece asked the security to use the bathroom. They told her the club was over, she needs to leave. She elbowed security in the face. They grabbed her to remove her, and that's when security was hit with a hookah, which...
And to be fair, I've watched the video. Y'all have watched the video. I didn't see Boosie with a hookah or throwing a hookah. I saw somebody else, but we might not have seen the full.
See, then again, bro, I ain't been keeping up with this whole thing. I ain't know it was even a video that came out showing everything. But bro, that's crazy.
Video, we just saw the
but
clip.
It's a W, bro. If the video don't show Boosie with nothing in his hand, nothing harming nobody, bro, it's a W for Boosie, bro.
Everyone
you ask me.
Required 8 staple stitches to close the wound. Now, if I was Boosie's lawyer, I would have said the so-called victim in this case was locked up for 18 years because he forced a woman on the ground at gunpoint, attempting to rob her in front of her screaming children while his co-defendant groped her. And then years later, he got caught trying to smuggle a woman over the border. Your Honor, my client Boosie was clearly defending his niece from this man who has a long history of attacking women.
Yeah,
Boosie, that's
facts.
50K.
Now, Boosie didn't appreciate my legal advice, and a lot of people in the comment section were saying, you know, the fuck kind of lawyer does Boosie have, and that I could be a lawyer potentially. Now, obviously, I can't give legal advice, but Boosie got pissed off about this whole situation and actually hit me up on Instagram about it, and then blocked me right after. So Boosie said, damn, Jake, I see what you want, LOL. I'm facing 20 years. Get the fuck out of here. But you Vlad boy, so I expect that out of you, which is crazy for him to say. This is what I said back.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Bro, that's crazy that you say that, bro. You could have, like, bro, and I rock with Boosie, but I don't like this shit, bro. Don't be bringing that Vlad subliminal shit up, bro, because you pocket watching another nigga and you want another nigga money, bro. He was giving, bro, you was making it easy, bro. What, 25,000? He was giving you what, 25,000 an interview, bro? So what, 4 interviews and you making 100,000 within one? You could do that within what, 4 months, bro? You decided to end a relationship between you and Vlad. Vlad didn't end it with you. You ended it with Vlad. So cut that shit out, bro.
The charge you
could've
got
still been getting
is up
easy
to
pay.
20 years in Texas. Man, I just gave you the best defense in my video, which is the video I just showed you.
Like, come on now.
I said, you Vlad boy too, stop that shit. You the one that got me on Vlad TV.
Thank you. Like,
Boosie's the one that did that. My name got brought up in a Boosie interview, and
Thank
Boosie
you.
was like, Vlad, you need to get 1090 on here. And that's literally, that's how I met Vlad. That's how me and Vlad, he was the bridge. And now
exactly.
he's like, oh, you're Vlad's boy. You're taking Vlad's side because they started their little fuck.
Everybody love him until it's on you, bro. Everybody love it until the finger get pointed at you, bro. That's what it boils down to.
And
bro.
back and forth beef shit because Boosie wanted more money, whatever, right?
Now you
Boosie
become
says,
content,
"Thought
now you
was
wanna be
different.
mad."
Y'all podcasters will do anything for clicks, even if you know.
Bro, see, y'all saying y'all podcasters do anything for clicks. Nah, fuck that, bro. It's at the end of the day, nothing bigger than the content, bro. Everybody pushing out content, bro. You think just because it's Boosie, he gonna skip over you, bro? If he skip over you, bro, City Nash, Academics, Flacco, like the list goes on, bro. You got No Jumper. You got podcasters gonna talk, bro. Everyone's gonna talk about this, bro. So you getting in your feelings with 1090, bro, and nah, that ain't working, bro. You want him to pick and choose, and I'm so tired of everybody wants somebody to pick and choose, bro. You do some stupid shit or you become content, bro. We gonna speak on it, bro. As simple as that. If you don't like it, bro, like I always say at the end of my video, stay out the way, bro. Stay out the way, bro. It's not hard, bro. Like I get you a public figure, you gotta make your money, and it comes with a lot more obstacles, dealing with a lot more people and stuff. But still, there's ways to go about things, bro. And at the end of the day, you became content. You can't get mad because a nigga want to cover it, bro. Like,
Oh, it will hurt a ninja in court. Anyways, I said, ain't nothing I said gonna hurt your case. Saying you're facing up to 20 years is a fact from your charge. Your lawyer said on TV, you did it.
Like, what the fuck?
Defending someone else. And you hit me ASAP about that BG shit, but ain't said nothing when he just did an interview talking about he testified in front of a grand jury so he wouldn't go to jail. So this is the thing, right? Boosie picked his favorite at the end of the day.
Can't pick
when
and
the
choose,
whole
bro.
shit about BG's
Spades
paperwork
is spade.
came out, Boosie hit my DMs immediately and was like, yo, you need to fix that. I'm like, fix what? The fuck you mean fix it? And he's like, oh, you saying BG testified? His paperwork says he testified. It's a fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? And all this time goes by after, you know, the snitching rumors calmed down because BG didn't respond because he was in a halfway house. And then BG went and did an interview saying, yeah, I testified because otherwise I would have went to jail. I didn't hear Boosie say a goddamn thing about that. But let's jump into this.
It's because, Boosie was one of the only people I knew holding up for BG, like shouting out BG when he was locked up all that time, bro. And if y'all know Boosie, y'all know he big on Rat K. He don't fuck with rats, all that extra stuff, right? Cool. So his homie, his longtime friend, coming out with paperwork saying he's a rat, and now him coming out with this interview is just fucking Boosie up. It's putting him in the bind. Like, do he fuck with his homie or not? Like, that's what it's at with Boosie, and I think that was the whole point of him hitting him up behind that BG shit.
This
like,
federal situation, because Boosie blocked me over that situation, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. Now, according to Say Cheese, federal prosecutors are seeking to revoke Boosie's supervised release following a May 2026 aggravated assault arrest in Houston. This jeopardizes his prior sentence of time served and 3 years of supervised release for a 2023 federal gun conviction.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Now, if y'all don't remember, Boosie was out in Cali and linked up with, I think, some Crips or some shit to do a music video, and he had a gun in the, like, behind his waistband, like it was a 90s movie or something, right? And he's got the gun back there, and one of the fucking dudes from Cali was on live, and the police were watching his live and saw Boosie with the gun.
They was under investigation, and that's how Boosie overall, at the end of the day, that's how Boosie got caught up with that. They was on his live. They was watching him.
And that's how Boosie got caught. Because one of the fucking Crips or whatever the fuck they were supposed to be was on live at the music video shoot. Oh, we got Boosie in this bitch. And he got Boosie indicted. Stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Now, court documents state a security guard was escorting a woman outside of a Houston area nightclub in 2026 when he was hit over the head with an object, felt blood, blah, blah, blah. Investigators said Boosie left the scene before they could speak with him. A warrant was issued for aggravated assault. Boosie appeared in court early June and was granted an $85,000 bond. But the feds are having an issue with this because probation supervisors in California added that Boosie was in Houston without prior permission from the court.
Ooh, that's gonna fuck you up right there. That's gonna fuck you up.
Alleged Boosie was a headliner at Dome nightclub without requesting approval from his probation officer, a required condition of his supervised release. And results from a drug test also show Boosie tested positive for weed in January of 2026. So this is the thing, right?
Yo, this is exactly why you don't take the first offer after a car accident. Insurance companies will hit you with some low offer.
Even though Boosie is 43 years old, Boosie still acts like he's in his 20s. Like the man, you caught a federal gun case, and instead of going to federal prison, you got basically probation, and then went to a club and allegedly cracked somebody with a fucking hookah
when you wasn't even permitted to even go. You didn't have permission to go, bro. So that was already
risking your entire freedom again, which is the most stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Because it's like, how many chances do you need? And then if you get locked up, you blame the system. But you got caught with weed in your system, and you're just catching cases back to fucking back. Like, you can't even help it. Now, Megan Cuniff would also post saying Boosie is in trouble again in this federal gun case. A judge in January sentenced the rapper, legal name Torrance Hatch, to 3 years probation. Now, his probation officer wants him arrested and imprisoned after he was booked in Houston last month for aggravated assault. Mr. Hatch was scheduled as a headliner at Dome May 23rd and 24th. Hatch did not request approval from his assigned probation officer, nor the court for out-of-district travel. The standard condition that Boosie was sentenced to is the defendant must not knowingly leave the federal judicial district where the defendant is authorized to reside without first getting permission from the court or probation officer. On or about May 24th, he left the federal jurisdiction and traveled to Texas. Grounds for revocation, whatever. As to allegation number 2, I have received and reviewed the violation letter prepared by the U.S. Probation Office in the Northern District of Georgia and the criminal complaint from Houston. So the feds, they're strict, right? Like, you can't, Boosie lives somewhere near Atlanta or in Atlanta, one or the other, right? So he's allowed to be there. But to go to other states, he needs permission. You have to tell these people beforehand. They're flat out saying, look, not only was he on supervised release, he left without permission, he's already got caught smoking weed, and he just caught a serious violent felony in a whole nother city. Mr. Hatch appears before the court on serious allegation involving a violent offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. As such, his overall adjustment to supervision is considered poor. Mr. Hatch's supervision has been met with some progression and numerous setbacks. On January 15th, he submitted a piss test and it came back positive for cannabis. When confronted with the results, he admitted that he used marijuana prior to the start of his supervision term. On January 29th, he submitted another test which was still positive for marijuana. However, when confronted with the results, he declined making a written or verbal statement. At the time of sentencing, the court imposed a special condition with the order that Hatch complete 300 hours of community service. Approximately 6 months into the term of supervision, the client has made no measurable progress towards satisfying the outstanding 300-hour community service obligation, which is crazy. Because your boy Tip, who you did an album with, was all over the fucking TV doing Crime Stoppers for his community service. So if you need help, call 1-800-CALL-TIP. You can ask T.I., how did you get your community service done? Because T.I. magically got away with machine guns and silencers and got like a year and a day in the feds, and fucking that was that. So, you know, if you need help with your community service, you can always call Tip. Now, Boosie would respond back because that's what he does. We don't really know Boosie for being quiet about anything. He said, just talked to my PO and he found the email for me to travel to Houston. He said it was at the bottom of the paper under the flights and he overlooked it. He also said he would not count this as a violation. Score. That's a win. I've had over 50 shows since being on papers and I've went through the right process to notify my PO on every show. And yes, I had marijuana in my system when I got on papers. Every test after that shows that I'm drug free. I get tested all the time and I'm always crystal clean. I'm not stupid. My probation officer has been fair to me throughout this process. It's the people over him who have problems with me. They asked him to ask me would I sign a piece of paper saying he can record our conversations, and I said hell no, I will not sit back and let these people drag my name. I have several hours of community service completed. I've been doing great on federal probation. Me and my attorneys are working to get this other case dismissed, and here's proof of my email to travel to Houston. And Boosie would actually show the email, which is basically like his flight shit, I guess. Or these are all the different things that he was going to do. Okay, so this is the club flyer to Dome. So we got to be fair, bro. It sounds like Boosie got his shit together. He's saying, yeah, when I got on probation, I tested dirty, but after that, I didn't have anything in my fucking system. I actually do have some hours of community service, and my probation officer is the one that fucked up because he didn't scroll down far enough to see I did ask for permission.
Sound like they fucking up on their end and that Boosie got his shit right. That's what it sounds like now. I don't, then again, you never fully know, but it's always their side, and the truth. So you get what I'm saying? But it, from Boosie's side, it sounds like they got his shit together. Then from their side, it sounds like he don't got his shit together. So either he fucking up or y'all fucking up. So it's one or the other.
That seems to make sense. But to be honest, it isn't the lack of community service. It isn't the old piss test. It isn't the fact that you didn't ask for permission and then you're showing that you actually did. That isn't what's going to send him to the feds. What could send him to the feds is the fact that he caught a violent felony in Houston while on supervised federal release.
Key word is violent. It wasn't like he caught a felony. No, he caught a violent felony, which means he committed harm. So that's, yeah.
And this would indicate Boosie is looking at 18 to 24 months in federal prison after managing to avoid any prison when U.S. District Court Judge Kathy Anthony Bensavengo sentenced him in January. A grade B violation with criminal history category 5 establishes an imprisonment range of 18 to 24 months. So that means Boosie could potentially get 2 years for catching a case in Texas. And that doesn't...
If you're so profitable, why do you sell
crazy.
a course?
I don't think you're going to get 2 years.
I don't care. It's all free. I'm giving
crazy.
it away. We have like 6 different courses in here. The same strategies that made me a full-time trader. And we have like 20...
Like, figure out any of the Texas shit. He still has to fight the Texas case. So, you know, if worst came to worst, and I don't wish this on him by any means, Boosie could end up getting 2 years in the feds and then also end up getting anywhere from fucking nothing to 20 years in Texas state prison.
Potentially
I highly doubt it would happen like that, but let's just say 5 years, right? That's insane time. It really is. 43 years old, you catch 5 years in prison, bro. On top of the 2 he would have to serve in the feds, it's going to be at 85%, so it's not going to be the full 24 months, obviously. And I don't even think Texas you have to serve the full amount of time. Either way, motherfuckers ain't trying to do a year and a day. You know how much money you can miss out on in 1 fucking month? And regardless of the little minor differences me and Boosie have, still a fan. I grew up on his shit. You know what I'm saying? I literally grew up on his music. My first time smoking purple, I was listening to Smoking on Purple. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up on Boosie as much of fucking Florida did. As soon as I came down here, 13 years old, bro. So it's like, I'll always look up to Boosie in that sense. But then again, I'm not 13 anymore. I'm 31 years old. You know? So it's like, I can see things for what it is now. And now I judge him as a man instead of being a fucking teenager looking at him as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish any of this shit to come true. I don't fucking, the feds sound like they're just playing a dirty ass game at the end of the fucking day. As far as the Hookah case goes, I genuinely didn't see him in the video doing a goddamn thing. So unless there's a different type of video out, because obviously the victim is gonna pick.
I gotta see the video. I ain't never seen the video.
Cash from. At the end of the day, everything is a cash grab, bro. You know, yeah. I made one video back to somebody who just got their whole channel deleted for some other shit, and from the one.
And I will say, if he didn't, it's crazy. Just keep happening to Boosie. If he didn't do nothing, bro, this is just like the other situation where he was supposed to be at a music video. And somebody died. He wasn't even there yet. Then he pulled up to the scene, and now they want to try and sue Boosie for what happened to their son when Boosie wasn't even there. So, like, this wouldn't be the first time this has happened to him. So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's the video, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that he should be all right, especially if it's a video and he ain't doing nothing in the video. I think he should be all right, but then again, he still got 2 cases over his head, 2 the feds and the state, so it's 2 different. Yeah, he got a lot going on right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, man. Then again, happy Friday, and I appreciate if y'all do subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all get the videos when they drop. Other than that, man, y'all be safe, stay out the way. Be blessed, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. I'm gone.